Hi, Reverend White Buffalo here. Wanted to discuss an issue regarding the farming in San Joaquin Valley that I know that's been an issue for quite some time, and it's the water rights and the dwindling of productivity because the land is not being watered and there's no water for the land. And I have two possible solutions for this for my friends in Dos Palos and in the rest of the San Joaquin Valley, Chowchilla area and all of that. Well, one is, and I've written about this particular one. One is drought is an act of God. Just like a tsunami, just like a tornado, and just like an earthquake, drought is an act of God. Therefore, it's my belief that the federal funding for emergency funding for acts of God like this should cover going in to drill for water at no cost to the farmer. And I don't want them to think they can come back and raise the taxes on the water, because it should be a relief fund and it should be a priority, because the devastation, they're thinking there's no devastation, but yes there is. It's economical devastation, and we have to fulfill the trade agreements with our foreign counterparts and our allies, and that could be devastating to our relationship with them, especially if they knew we could have done something about it and we didn't. Because see, I wrote this a while back that it's an act of God and should be entitled to federal funding, and I posted it. And I know Barack reads my stuff, but he doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, does he? He does a lot of cover-up, I think, but he don't want to release funds and stuff like that because he doesn't want to give me any type of power, political pull. But it's there. It's been notified. He's been notified, and everybody, I know United Nations watches. So it's out there. So that's one relief and one possibility. There's actually two more. The wetlands there are currently being protected because of smelt. Well, what I've checked is there's smelt in Oregon, and also I believe there's smelt in Washington and possibly in Florida. And all we need to do is to release the waterland, because that's a feeder fish. And God take care of the feeder fish. God take care of everything. And God tells me that water is more important for my children than it is for the feeder fish. But the EPA and all of these attorneys, it's a money-making thing. They get the funds from the federal, and they just want to usurp up the funds and protect the fish. No, it's about usurping up the funds. It's not about protecting the fish. They really don't give a shit about the fish, do they? They don't. You cannot tell me that those attorneys protecting the fish are just out there, loving on the fish and just have to have the fish. No, it's all about getting the money to protect. And that's what a lot of this is. The third possibility is the aqueduct. In my opinion, needs to be diverted into the San Joaquin Valley. And the people in LA are probably going, oh my God, I don't have my swimming pool money or swimming pool water. No, yeah, you do. You got ocean water. I say we filter in the ocean water and at the same time use it as a fishing or as a commodity as you pump in the ocean water, you're filtering out the fish that come in and that get fed to the needy. You filter out a lot of the salt. You don't have to make it pure water. But it's just for bathing. It's for cleaning the clothes. That's how I bathe, and that's how I clean my clothes right now. I'm on the beach. And that's how they do it on the cruise lines. And I'm sorry, but our children need to eat, and your swimming pool is just not that fucking important to me. I really don't care. You put chemicals in it anyway. It's not for you to drink, because you could buy drinking water like the rest of us. You're not that special to where you need the water. I mean, I love you people down there. I really do. But honestly, that water needs to go to the farms. It needs to go into the farming industry, because they're producing less than 1% now. Is that what I heard? Less than 1% of the land. And that means your food prices are way up. And yeah, it does. And that means these people aren't getting fed over here. It messes up our trade. It messes up our relationship. It messes up our allies. Now, I've given you three different possibilities of things that we can do, and maybe we do a combination of all three. That way LA doesn't have to go without the water completely, but you're going to lose some of it. I'd like that. I mean, you 3 opportunities, 3 options, and you guys are going to shoot down all 3, are you? No, you're not, because these are options that nobody's really fighting for. But you know, if San Joaquin Valley were Holy Land, or San Joaquin Valley were reservation land, or San Joaquin Valley belonged to Native, it would be a Native issue. And then we could step in and do something about it. Because I'd like to know why the names in the San Joaquin Valley are primarily Native names, but it's not reservation land. Anyway, that's all I have for now.